Hey guys, Mr. Offer here. So this is our follow-up end of the year say goodbye. I normally get to say goodbye to my students. This time it was kind of weird. We just kind of stepped out really quick. Guys, I always tell my students thank you for taking my class. If you did not take my class, I would have to probably find a real job. May have to learn how to mow grass or clean a pool or actually do a real job for a living. And I've done that before, so that's no fun. Uh, so this is my way to tell you thank you for taking my class. Now let's do some last minute housekeeping, and this is going to be kind of important, guys. The final exam, all y'all owe me is exam 5. That is it. After that, you were done. Um, Now I do not open that study guide up until after Thanksgiving, and I do that for a reason. Because I want you guys to enjoy this week. This is being filmed on Monday, Thanksgiving week. I'll open the study guide up probably Friday and give you some time to go over it. Uh, and I purposely do that because I don't want you to spend your Thanksgiving going over my test. So let's talk about the last exam, exam 5. Remember, guys, only 60% of this is going to be study guide. So hopefully you paid attention in class. We even did a test review for a lot of you guys. Some of y'all showed up, some of you didn't. If you didn't, then get ready. Could be a fun test. So here's the deal. The test will open up. Exam 5 will open up on December the 3rd. That is Thursday at 8 o'clock a.m. That's 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay? It will then shut down on the 5th. Now that's December the 5th, which is Saturday. Here's the cat everybody loves. There's Storm. And it shuts down December the 5th at 11:59 a.m. That is at noon. That's December the 5th. Remember, that's my birthday. So, now remember, guys, in the past, if you've had bad internet connection, if you forgot to take the test or whatever, I've worked with you. Guys, make sure before you take this test, you got a good internet connection. Now, I'm sending this message out. A lot of you guys have gone home. I've got a lot of my athletes that are taking this thing from all over. I've got students out of India. I've got some that are from England. I've got one that is from, where is she from? I'll think of it here. Over in the Mideast. Pakistan, Israel, somewhere over there. She knows who I'm talking about. Lebanon. She's from Lebanon. So make sure, international students, remember the time of this is on our time. It's American time. I think we're on Central Time. So that means if you open this thing up, if you are outside the time zone, and this happened before. I had a girl from Belarus that was 10 hours past our time, something like that. Remember, it opens up on American Central Time. That's important. And it's even more important to remember, it shuts down. Okay, it'll shut down December the 5th, 11:59 a.m. American Central Time. If you are outside that zone and you wait that long and you open it, it will already be shut down. I can't reopen this one, guys, so I'm just going to tell you. So hopefully you will get all that right. Now, a couple things before we leave. I'll be teaching History 1302 this this spring. And I'll be teaching History 2312. That's World History. That's World History Part 2. That's a non-core class, but it's an online class. I have a lot of fun with it. You ought to think about taking it. I think you'd enjoy it. And I'll also be teaching that 8-week. I'll be teaching a 1302 8-week course. Pretty cool. If you want to get finished with it really quick, it's an online 8-week course. So just kind of think about that. I also have a good friend of mine, Mr. Gail McFarland. Professor McFarland will be teaching on campus this spring. He teaches a little different than me, but he's a really good guy. He's a show and tell type guy. He likes to bring all this stuff and show you. So, if any of y'all, some of y'all have already signed up for his class, so sign up for his class. So guys, that will end us. Now, I want all my Carthage High School kids to stand by. One last thing I want to cover, your final grades. Guys, in the past, if you had like an 89, 88.9, I would bump that up. I'm not going to do that, and I want you to understand. Here's the reason I'm not. Guys, I gave y'all tons of extra credit. I gave more extra credit in this group than anybody's ever gotten from me before. I will have more students that will make good grades that have ever done that before. So whatever you got on Canvas is what we're going to stick with. I will jump up a 0.5% for you to help you. So more or less, if you have a 89.6, I'll bump that to a 90. Okay. Other than that, whatever it is what you got. And remember, guys, I post these grades pretty quickly. A lot of y'all want to send me messages like 24 to 48 hours after a grade and ask me to move your grade up. Once I post it on Campus Connect, it's like a bad tattoo. You got it, you can't change it. Now, I want everybody, other than my Carthage High School kids, I want you to stay here. Okay, everybody else, y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great Christmas. I'll see you guys back on campus. Carthage High School, I want you to hit the pause. Go get mom, dad, whoever you have to answer all these letters that Carthage High School sends you. Bring them back. The rest of you guys, we'll see you later. Okay, Carthage High School, y'all listen up. There's been a lot of confusion on how I did my grades this semester. And I'm going to put this out for the last time. I've explained it a lot of times. Now, first of all, I'll tell you, we talk a lot about leadership, guys. You guys took me 13 to 1. I talked to you about Grant being a leader, or maybe Robert E. Lee being a leader. When we get in 1302, we'll talk about all the leadership with the presidents. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you a little trick about leadership. When you make a decision, and the decision does not harm other people, it may not make you look the best, but it doesn't harm others, then it's not necessarily a bad decision. And you should not backtrack on your decisions that do not harm others, okay? Just remember that. Now, at the beginning of the semester, guys, with all the COVID stuff, I anticipated that we were going to have a lot of kids that were not going to be in school, and we did have that happen. Not as many as I thought. I also anticipated that Panola College, would shut down early, and it didn't, which was all good. You guys have often heard me say the saying, if it's predictable, it's preventable. I predicted that COVID-19 was going to shut us down, so I tried to prevent any type of chaos. By doing that, I added parts of my online 1301 class. That was the attendance quizzes, guys. I loaded those on the front end of my face-to-face class. Now, I told y'all in the beginning that I was not going to penalize you for not doing that. It was all extra credit. Well, I did not realize the extra credit was going to bump your GPAs up way over 100%, which is what eventually caused me some heartburn. Some of y'all have 130 or 140%. And Carthage High School, guys, I have to enter your percentages in. Y'all are the only ones I do that for. You guys in Panola Early College, I enter your percentage in. So if you make a B in my class, I have to actually enter your percentage because your high schools want to know that percentage. And I think it caused a lot of confusion. I had somebody tell me that somebody said, well, no, we're going to take his overall percentage and divide it by half, and that's what your grade is. Look me in my blue eyes. Wrong. That's not what your grade is. Somebody told me, well, we're going to go ahead in those attendance grades. We're going to give you, if you didn't do it, we're going to count them against you. That's what your percentage is. Again, for me, no, that's not what your percentage is. Just remember that, guys, okay? Now, I will tell you, by loading all this extra credit on, I'm kind of like the guy who expected a fire and put a fire extinguisher in every room of the house, and there was never a fire. But if there had been a fire, hey, I'd been ready. Maybe I'm out a little bit of money on fire extinguishers. But I will stick with my decision, guys. I told you guys day one, I was not going to count these against you, and I'm not going to, okay? That's very important. I know that that has been suggested. I'm not going to do it. Okay. Now I will tell you, I don't care what you have over 100%. You could have 150, 180. Nobody really has that, but you could. You will only make 100%. Okay. So that's what you will make if you have over 100. Now, I did not say everybody's going to make 100%. Okay. Some of y'all did not take advantage of this. And I got students that have 60s and 70s. The last thing I'm going to mention to you guys, let me explain to you what extra credit is. These were given to students. Y'all were not given anything, okay? Please pay attention to what I'm saying, Mom and Dad. They weren't given anything. It was extra. They did them. These things were quizzes. You had to watch a YouTube. You had to take a quiz. They were not easy. Trust me. They probably spent, I would say, a couple, at least over 100 hours, if not more, on these quizzes to get this. So they didn't get anything for nothing. They had to work for everything they got. Now, the bad news is, guys always tell you good news and bad news. The good news is some of you guys really benefit from this. The bad news is in the spring, I will not do this again. Look me in my blue eyes. I will not do this again. Now, I will give y'all extra credit, but we're not going to do it this way. This was a learning experience for me. Guys, this COVID stuff has been really confusing. I tried to prepare the best I could for it. I truly felt that we were going to have a worse ride than what we had. And if we had, I had this stuff ready to go. Hey, it didn't happen. No big deal. You benefited. I stand by my decision I told you day one, okay? That's a little leadership thing, guys. You make decisions, you stand by them. And if your decisions become unpopular and they don't hurt people, that's the big thing. You stand by your decisions. This decision did not hurt anybody, okay? It probably confused some people, but it actually helped you guys out, okay? So with that said and done, I want to wish you guys happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, and we're fixing to end this tape, guys, and I will see you guys in the spring. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.